Welcome back to the episode of the John 2 Zone, episode 21.
Mm-hmm. You can drink now.
Yeah, the John 2 Zone can legally drink. This is awesome. Welcome back. Yes, exactly. Oh, look who decided to show up. That's our roommate Div showing up right at the beginning. But yeah, we're back. Harrison is finally back, and now Div's here. Hey, Div. Here, show Harrison. Look how he's finally decided to work for once. That's psychopath. Did you miss it?
No.
Or okay, I guess we didn't have to do it. Oh, look, Winston's here. Winston, I don't think was gonna hang out with me this episode just because Div's here, but I think the last episode was pretty good.
That was maximum Winston time.
It was. All right. No, he doesn't need a break from us. I think very cop-centric, a bunch of these talking points. So let's get to it. Acorn struck a car and scared the cop into unloading many rounds.
Oh, I heard about this.
You didn't hear about it. You saw it. And you saw the coward just like... The funniest part was he was like, I don't feel anything. I think I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I know. There's a reason. It's kind of like... You know how, like, sometimes you'll be outside and, like, you'll feel a scratch and you think it's a bug bite, but it's not a bug bite?
So instead you unload a clip on it?
Yeah, and you just, like, unload into your car because you're afraid. It's crazy that the biggest cowards can unload into a car and be like, just doing my job.
Wasn't there a guy that they arrested in the car, too?
Just doing my job. Yeah, no, I think there's someone in the car. And
now they're filing.
Well, yeah,
lawsuit,
obviously. the body cam footage is just so embarrassing. I don't get how
they're just like, my bad, bro. I understand. We've all been there.
these cops I don't know how they're not embarrassed with themselves, because it's like you unloaded your whole gun into just a car because of an acorn. I don't get how you just wipe yourself off the face of the earth.
I mean, it's the same guy that...
Any records, any, like, trace of you, all DNA, just get rid of it. There's no point.
These are also the same guys that peaked in high school.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to go off of that.
Saying the bar was low for them already.
I don't know. It's a little surface level, but I'll give it to you. I'll give you that analysis, all right? No, but these people, I don't know. It's like it's their whole job to be like. Then they want to present themselves as like this like strong like force, whenever in reality, they're not, and their actions are proved time and time again they're not. Nothing. They want to be taken. Every police force wants to be taken seriously, obviously, but none of their actions ever back that up. All they can do is just like hoop with like the local black teens, and they're like, oh, okay, maybe these guys got a little swagger to them, and it's just like, no, you don't. They're probably one of the most insecure jobs, like, people in America, probably.
The exaggerated swagger of an American cop.
Yeah, exactly. No, we need to defund the police, but if you can't hoop, you shouldn't be on the police department. If you can't...
That's the new police exam.
If you can't go 3 for 10 behind the 3-point line, then you shouldn't be a cop. That's my opinion, straight up. And drink his water, Winston. Drink it. And then speaking of cops, trying their best, another thing, the NYPD has a dance team that was just on the news. And he's like, it's a dance team, but I was like, do you guys really need this? Is this where like billions of dollars are going to?
Like, it's a necessary part of our infrastructure.
Yeah, man, they just need the money to get them all the way to regionals. Come on.
We gotta make it to regionals, guys.
Guys, we're so close. With your support, we can get there.
I feel like you guys go to regionals every year. We're this close. It's like, okay, man, sure.
Imagine they just go around like while they're on the job, like trying to sell those like little chocolate bars or like Scout popcorn or something to make up the extra money. So they're just like arresting somebody, and they're like, "Hey, you want to take some of these chocolate bars off of us? Help support the dancing team."
Use the money that you just stole. We'll brush it off as it's not evidence. It's
No, it's you know how like the kids will go around and do that, and they'll be like, "Please, like we're really underfunded."
It's the best
The co-
chocolate ever.
No, the cops are gonna go around just like hold a gun to you. That's the only difference. Instead
My-
of like actually using emotional tactics, they're just gonna be like,
We might not go to the regionals because of you.
no, they're not even gonna do that. They're just gonna be like money, and then they still give you the candy. It's not a robbery, really. They're just like forcing you to buy it.
Yeah, the Girl Scouts outside the Jewel are just gonna start holding people at gunpoint and asking for the cookie sales.
The equivalent to Girl Scouts is like their beady little eyes, like please, mister. But instead of that, it's just a gun in your head.
Please, mister.
Dude, when is he not eating? Straight up. But yeah, no, it was just like they do like the dance team to like show like, hey, we're cool just like you guys. And it's like you don't need to do just like buy a bunch of tanks. If like you really want, just do that. All right. Don't I feel like they try too hard to be like small bean and just like we're just like one of you guys. Like, no, you guys aren't. You guys pull people over for like the most like mundane things just to, like feel some
The
Instant of power.
NYPD, the New York Police Dance Department.
Yeah, I don't know why this episode was so anti-cop at the beginning. I haven't had any beef with them in a minute.
After this
But yeah,
episode, you're
it's
gonna
just-
go outside and just like throw something at a cop car and be like,
No, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna get pulled over. I don't know how. And they'll be like, "We heard the John 2 zone. We're taking you out."
You get pulled over on the metro.
Yeah, no. They stopped the whole train. They're like, "Sir, we listened to your podcast.
you
It wasn't
suck."
funny. It was dumb." No, they're just like, we don't even care that you guys like said anything. The podcast was just kind of dog shit.
Just ass.
It's a podcast police all over again. The FBI doesn't want this. Yeah, I felt like I could have done something more with that, but no, it was just like weird that they have a dance team. It's like, what else are they? Are they gonna have like a gaming team now?
I'm just
That
curious.
would be. Maybe I'd get behind them. I'd be like, you know what? We should give more money to the police department if they're really trying hard to get into like pro gaming.
They got a whole Rocket League team.
I need FaZe Clan versus the NYPD. Or no, it's like in the final round. It's what is it? What are big gaming? God damn it! I bungled
League
that.
of Legends.
No. I'm like big gaming teams. It's like in this corner we have the Chicago Police Department, and it's just like a bunch of fat Mexicans, just like, ooh, orale way. And then it's just like Nade shot. He's like, all right.
Well, what if major sports teams start doing the same thing, like adding an esports division to like the Chicago Bears to try to get nerds into sports?
Oh no, they do that already.
They do that?
Mm-hmm. Well, they have like gaming teams for like Madden and stuff like that. But I know a couple of. Yeah, I guess you guys didn't know about that, did you?
I
know
mean,
plenty of
obviously
that.
not.
I know plenty of that. But yeah, no, the acorn thing was hilarious. Just because if that ever happened to me, I don't get how they feel no shame. I don't get because like it's not surprising, and the fact that it's not surprising should be a sign. Like, come on, like you guys can.
Didn't that also take place in Florida?
Girl, I don't know. All right, it could happen anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, yeah, no.
It could have happened to me. They could have unloaded into me because of an acorn. I'd be like, no, this is how I would die. Yeah,
Saw this
I
coming.
wouldn't. Yeah, a mile away. This is not good.
I'm also still curious what type style of dance the police dance team does.
It's just a regular dance. I don't know how to explain
They
it.
do jazz, the cha cha cha.
No. It's just a regular dance. But all right, yeah, that's enough with that. That was a topic I wanted to get to last week, but we ran out of time. We got too much into
Your feels.
therapy. Yeah. What are you doing to Winston? Why are you you took off the camera handle and you're just pointing it at Winston.
Avada Kedavra.
For the folks at home, behind the camera, Luke is trying to kill Winston with his mind. He's trying to explode him just by using his psychic nature.
That would be pretty cool if it worked.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's get into the real world. You guys might be wondering, I shouldn't have just like had the beer here. Now that I realize that, let me hide it behind here.
I mean, the logo's not in frame.
Oh, it's not? Okay, awesome. You do a good job whenever I don't ask you, so good job. But yeah, one last beer because I got 2 packs of 24, and now I had 48 beers, and it was a lot of beers, and I decided I just needed to power through them all so that I could finally just like not have any more beers here. And ideally that would mean now that I have no more beers here, I have no reason to buy alcohol besides if like I go out. So like I'm not going sober, but like I'm reducing how much alcohol I have in my system. It's okay. We can all just like look at Winston.
I'm still
Try
listening.
my-
I'm still
No,
listening.
you're not.
And I mean, you did talk about this last week.
Yeah, but now, we're here. And I don't know. Hopefully, I don't drink as much beer after this. But
Come
I think
home.
it's good to get my vices out the way. I think this is a healthy way to just do way too much of the vice. And then, like, all right, that's it. I don't think I'm going to buy another case of beer for this apartment until, like, let me think.
Tomorrow.
No. Tomorrow is Monday, all right? No drinking on Mondays. That is not allowed. Unless it's my birthday. Then it's allowed. But I'll probably wait until I can wear shorts outside. I think that'll be the bar. Once I can wear shorts outside, I can buy beer for the apartment. And
Once you can
hopefully,
wear cargo shorts.
once I can... Good job, Harrison. Good job. Way to drop the mic.
Yeah, good thing it didn't land in your fucking water or dump your water all over your laptop.
God, you've really been out the game, have you? Get in it. Come on. Pay attention.
You know what? I'm gonna move your water. 'Cause, like, that's immediately gonna break your computer and we're gonna lose everything.
I know, you're too rusty. Me and Luke have been in the game for
Rusty.
the past 2 weeks. We know we're riffing like crazy. We were riffing like crazy, but it's good to get the beer out the way. Did I have anything I wanted to say? Yeah. This is gonna be my last beer. Not in this apartment, but like for a while. I'm gonna like drink whenever I go out, but it's gonna be more relaxed. It's gonna be like I'm not gonna drink to get drunk these days. I'm gonna do it just because so societal pressures because everyone else is drinking. That's it.
So you can be cool.
Yeah, no. From now on, I'm just gonna be drinking for the looks of it, if that makes sense.
So you're just gonna succumb to peer pressure?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's kind of like whenever dudes go to the gym and they just work on glamour muscles. I'm just gonna be drinking glamour beers.
You just drink IPAs and shit.
Yeah, instead of just like, no, not even IPAs. I'll drink like one beer and it'll be a PBR. I don't give a shit about that. But it'll just be like to look cool. I'll just to have a drink in my hand. It won't be to get drunk. Because what I've been doing is drinking to get drunk. But now I'm just going to be drinking to look cool. This is entirely just like, it's the shield that it's the facade I want to show to everybody. Even though I am talking about it publicly.
It's like, hey guys, I drink beer.
But you'll never know. Because like, how many beers you have? Like, I could have been 10. You will never know. I'm going to keep that shit hidden. But yeah. I'm going to get another sip in. It feels like this hasn't been that interesting of a week. I've been pretty busy with just like personal life, but I feel like globally there hasn't been much going on. It's been mostly like I've seen a bunch of like dialogues being had, like Starship Troopers, the movie. A bunch of people just don't understand that it's like, yeah, it's a satire. I was about to say parody. It's not a parody. But yeah, it's just satire. I think art is just going to like die soon.
Especially with, was it the Sora?
AI.
Yeah.
The hell is Sora AI?
Have you not heard about this yet?
I mean, I probably did. I just didn't put like 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, so OpenAI just released a new like video generation AI, and like it's already like it's scary.
Like how good it is?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, like this is immediately
Accurate.
going to be used to,
The stock footage is dead.
yeah, pretty much.
Stock footage.
You know what? Just
I mean-
look it up.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, because I think for the past, we've already been on this decline where people aren't making art; they're making content. I think we've talked about this before, but that's what AI is. It's just content, like YouTube videos, TikToks. It's all just content. It's not actual art that like we're meant to think about and enjoy. It's just like stuff to consume, with the end goal being a profit. Like, granted, movies and TV shows have always been considered an art, but now it's switching into just being
There's a fine line between
people. No, because people don't view it like that anymore. They'll like the vertical TikToks. There's a new trend where it's like the AI generate the rest of the movie vertically, which is so dumb. Why do I need to see the top? They showed a picture of Good Will Hunting. They just added more clouds to the sky. I can imagine that with my own brain. I don't need to vertically see it. It's the dumbest thing ever. There's no
the clouds are shaped like certain characters. Or
no. It's not. They look like dumb clouds too. They can't even do cloud. Granted, like that's like nitpicking. It's like, ooh, AI can make bad clouds. Like they're probably gonna make good clouds.
but
at
it's just
some point.
the sheer presence of it is stupid.
Yeah, because there's no point. The whole whenever movies are made, you're supposed to like look at the writing, look at like the blocking and the colors being used, but people don't view it like that. They just like it's very all surface level of what they see. They're like, oh wow, this is weird.
There's a reason what's in the frame is what's in the frame. That's what is supposed to be shown.
There was a picture. There was a TikTok of a dude who's like, I just watched Poor Things, but there's some things I just didn't understand. And it was just things that are explained in the movie. Like if you pay attention past like surface level, you're like, oh, I get why.
Basic media literacy.
Mm-hmm. And I understand media literacy is not like end all be all. Like society as a whole, I mean, we could probably do without it. But like there's so much more to life than just like a profit, which is now where we're at.
Madam Web.
You're not even making a profit off of Madam
Yeah,
Web.
that's true.
That's the thing. I think that's the only thing giving me hope is that movies like Oppenheimer and like even Barbie are still like pretty well regarded. And then like Barbie rightfully gets called out for having a car commercial right in the middle of the damn movie. Like, okay. And like some parts of the movie feel just not that interesting or deep, like Barbie Ferreira's monologue.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
America
All right.
Ferrera?
Barbie Ferreira. She's Barbie in the movie. All right. She wanted to be Barbie in the movie, so she is Barbie now. All right.
All right, man.
But
Yeah, John, keep up with that copium.
no, that's what I'm doing.
Excellent word usage, Luke.
Yeah, I know. That's like 90% of my bits just doubling down on being an idiot. But it was like an alright monologue. I think people were like overrating it, but it was still a good movie and it like deserved to like it's like monetary rewards.
I also think it hit differently for like people who are women,
Well, no, women critiqued it too. It's not just me who felt like it was very like surface level and like, but it is like a movie for like children, so I get it. It was like a little bit less complex, but like it was still good. I'm still communicating it's good. All right, it was a good monologue. Like what they're communicating is good. All right, that's not what I'm arguing.
You're just like, actually,
That's not what I'm arguing.
Ken was right.
That's not what I'm arguing at all. I'm not saying what they're trying to communicate was bad. I just felt, it was simple, but it was also a kids movie, which I get. I think other movies probably did a better job. I like Poor Things. Poor Things was good. Emma Stone won an award today. They're doing the awards for BAFTA. There's so many awards. They need to calm down. Is it really necessary to have all these award things? To do like award cycles? Is it?
If anything, it's
I
just
don't-
it's free publicity.
I know it's that, but like, I don't like having just like one place where like we can't have like the Oscars be the end all be all. I get it, but like, do we need to have like 80 weeks of this? It feels like
Let's
a
just
long...
do it in a week. Hash them all out.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do like 3 of them. Give the awards to like give the Oscar for like the best one, and then the other 2 awards to people that like might have deserved it. And let's just call it a week. Let's just get over it. Let's go back to making movies, folks. All right. Enough of these red carpets, yellow carpets. All right. Let's go back to the movie set. Let's go back to the writing board. Come on, folks. But yeah, I don't know why I went on the Barbie. And then Oppenheimer was a very good movie, and it did very well financially because it was good. These movies did good because they're good art, which I appreciate, which I think is the only thing saving us, is that good art is still prevailing in movie theaters, and Madam Web is awful.
The fact that it exists.
Yeah, the fact that, bad movies that are using AI and are taking shortcuts like Marvel movies, they're not... I think that's another thing that people aren't understanding yet, is that Marvel movies just are bad quality, and it's not that there's a superhero... what do you call it? A superhero, like...
Fatigue.
Yeah. There is a superhero fatigue, but people also want good superhero movies, like the Batman.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like the Batman is like a really well shot film.
It's head and shoulders over cinematography, story. It's
also very
significant.
well
Yeah.
I-
We're-
That's the part of it. Why do you...
yeah, we're not saying that it's not well written. I'm just saying that the cinematography is great.
Adding on top. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll shut up.
The way you said it was like, no, but it's actually like we were arguing against you. You didn't say.
That's not how I intended for it.
That's what it sounded. That's what me and Luke were so confused.
I apologize.
No, it's well written. It doesn't look good.
It looks ass.
It's like saying, like, wow, this cake is really good. No, the eggs were perfectly cooked into it.
You
I was
idiot.
like,
Focus
all
on
right,
the
man.
eggs.
It's like, okay, man, but no, good art is succeeding. So, granted, there's some like, I think good art that's not doing well. No, actually, I was gonna bring up Asteroid City, but I think it did good in the movie theaters. I don't know if it did. It might have like made like a profit or like halfway decent profit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I
don't
thought that one was
remember.
just kind of all right.
I thought it was good. You just don't get real art.
Nope.
You know what? That's fine. It's okay.
I don't.
You like your convoluted bullshit with David Lynch. You need all your shit to be whimsical. And I'm not having it. I like it whenever I'm spoon fed. I'm like, Fast and Furious, I love...
Family.
Exactly. That's all you need to know. So I really appreciate that. But art is not dead, but like maybe soon? I don't know. I approve it as like a tool to be helped to like portray. If it's like we're gonna use it as like the primary thing, I'm like, back off.
Art's not dead, but God is.
Damn. Those movies were terrible. They were god awful movies. I don't know.
Did you watch one?
Dude, I watched the first one. I was a Catholic boy. They put that and another movie. I don't know. Football. Every football movie is either like family or God. That's like the thing that you take away from it. So it was one of those things. And yeah, hold on. Yeah, I watched the first one because like I don't know, it was just bad. I think like they kill one of the dudes that like doesn't believe in God, or he gets hit by a car and like lives. One of those two.
They're like, you see God now?
I love the idea. That's what we should do. We should make like a Catholic movie and just like play dolls with it. Like, and this is the bad guy. He doesn't believe in God, and then he goes, ooh, and then dies. And then God, you reign supreme, and he beats him up.
Just a feature-length version of the stop-motion bits from the end of Moral Oral episodes.
Yes, exactly.
You see guys getting like collapsed.
That's what we need. Oh, that'd be so sick. And I would appreciate it way more if they were just like very much more mask off about it. I mean, granted, they already are, but like even more so. They're just like that one death in Jurassic World. What's it? Yeah, where like she gets like thrown up in the air. That's how every non-believer needs to die in a Catholic movie. Just the most gruesome death possible.
Just get hit by an asteroid.
And it needs to be for everyone that slightly just doesn't believe in God. They're like, I was born and raised Catholic, but I don't really know anymore. It's just gruesome death.
Yeah, we just need a Catholic movie about the rapture that's got the same gore
Yes.
level as like Doom.
Yes. And then like at the very end, it's like all the God-willing people, and they're like, they're like drinking tea, and they're just like,
Looks like you non-believers
it's.
are not dead.
They turn on. It's like Sound of Freedom. They're like, I love this movie.
This is a classic.
Yeah, that's what we need. That'd be so sick. I would love to write that one. Let's see. Last beer is Art Death. How much time are we in?
We have about 3.5 minutes left.
3.5 minutes left. All right. I guess we can talk about Art Dead anymore. More. I don't know. This is weird. This is the first afternoon one I felt weird about. I don't know. The therapy one. We need to go back to doing therapy. That should be the concept of this show now. Just like me doing therapy, and then if we ever have a guest, I'm the therapist and they're doing therapy.
I mean, we could just do the second half of the episode downstairs.
Or the guest is the therapist, so it's a different therapist each time.
No, because it's just me then answering questions, and how I'm not that interesting of a person. I'm not that interesting to have a podcast in the first place. So it being in a therapy and having other people at some point is just asking the same question to me. It's just like every episode is just people saying it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's more of a long burn of Goodwill Hunting. Like, it's not your fault. And I'm like, okay. And then the next episode, and then like
Eventually, you just have a mental breakdown.
3 years deep, we only have like 40 subscribers, and like it's just one dude being like, keep up the good work, one day you'll blow up. And it's like, that's it.
I've been here since day one.
Mm-hmm. It's my buddy Ryan.
Man, all I ever have wished is to detonate.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day I'll just implode. We need more physical media. We need to go to more like $1 shops, because there's a movie with Cillian Murphy that just like doesn't exist.
You're just
anywhere.
gonna buy a bunch of more Family Guys DVDs.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of it at some point. You know how the PC army is. They want anything that doesn't go against them, aka Family Guy and Gay Baby. Gay Baby and Talking Dog is not a part about the PC agenda, and they know it. We're protecting you, Stewie and Brian. And they're gonna survive the PC wars, and there's nothing they can do about it. How many more minutes do we have? There's more topics. I wish I started with.
We can always cut it early.
No, again. How many minutes?
1.
That's not early. That's just 1 minute.
Yes.
You could have just said we have a minute. We can't end it.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back to the John 2 Zone. I'm working on my wax and this beer that you can't see.
Might as well be
so
soda.
good. I had a really weird interaction on Tinder the other day.
I thought all your interactions on Tinder were weird.
No, this one's more weird because, all right, this girl, she was like, swiped right, and I was like, oh, cool. Looking for someone to beat the shit out of, and then I said, sure, dude, go ahead, beat me up. It's Tinder. I don't give a shit. Like, that was it. And then she replied, it's gonna be really humbling when I tell you I didn't mean to swipe right. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I was like, first of all, I've been humbled by every woman I've talked to. It's a humbling experience to even talk to women in general. I remain humble in their presence, straight up. But it was just like weird that it was like so rude for no reason.
If you want, you could really just unmatch if you wanted to.
Exactly, yeah. Like if I see someone I didn't mean to match with them and like they say something, I just don't reply. That's how dating apps work.
So you don't have to
It
outwardly
was-
go like, actually, no. I didn't."
Yeah, actually, I need to humble you. And I was like okay, like I matched with plenty of women. Like that's fine. I like even if I didn't, I wouldn't give a shit if you accidentally swiped right. Like, okay. Like I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know that. Granted, I don't have. I have a fucking podcast. I don't blame you for not liking me at all.
I'm about to humble
don't-
you about your podcast.
The fact that women even talk to me while I have a podcast is insane. So, but it just felt, I don't know, it just felt weird. I was like, okay, dude. Like, if I was rude to her, I would understand it.
You literally just.
And if I was like a more insecure man, I'd probably say something because I know plenty of dudes that would like implode if they ever heard that.
That just destroys the.
Yeah, no, like that would mentally destroy them. But like that's the first time that ever happened to me, and I was just like,
Interesting.
yeah, because I'm like I'm not a rude guy. Like the first thing I said wasn't even I was like I was just playing off what you said. That's all I said. If I was
I'm
like
just joking.
I know. I was at the very beginning whenever Div walked in, I was gonna ask her. I was like, "What do you think about this?" But I was like, "I'm not gonna force her to be on a podcast." Like just like once she walks in the door, because I feel like that's insane. That would be the equivalent. You know how like people go up to people and they're like,
For $10.
no, they're like, name a black person, and they're like, did you see did you see the video of that one girl? She goes up and you know it's like this pretty black woman. She goes up to this girl and she's like, name 3 black people, and she's like, and the person she asked, she's like, I'm autistic, so like when you ask a question like that, I just don't know. And she's like, all right, fair enough. Video ends. That's it. And I feel like that should be that's the right response to those kind of questions. And like, it's always weird whenever people are like, name woman, name a man. Like if they said name a man, I'm like, okay, I don't.
My buddy Luke.
Obama. Honestly, the first, I don't know why. If you say name a man, I would say Obama. If you said name a woman, I would say Michelle Obama. Just straight up. I don't know why they're the first people. I don't even like them that much. She's one of the only people that's not on the podcast that the podcast account follows.
Yep.
I forgot. Yeah, but no, they're just like,
In your mind, you're like, that's man and woman.
yep, that is man and woman. That is the first man and woman. And granted, I feel like the way I was born, whenever I first reached sentience, they were like the most important man and woman. So, yeah, I guess that's why.
Ew.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go, baby. We're back. But yeah, no, they're man and women. So, but going back to what fucking I was actually talking about, but it also made me realize, I was like, wait a minute, I've never had that negative of interaction with a woman, like ever. And then even like so, I was like, oh, okay, like I don't really give a shit. It's like, okay, you're just like a terrible person. This is better in my eyes.
It's also Tinder. I feel like the circumstances for being on Tinder and having an interaction are.
Yeah, but like I've still met like cool people on Tinder that I've never met. Like we've had like a long conversation and just never nothing ever happened. Like I don't mind that. It's just like, okay, just nothing happened. That's fine. But just to be like just straight up just dickhead. I was like, if that's the first time that's happened to me, there's like, and I'm a pretty normal guy. I've been on it for like way too long. I don't want to say it out loud. But the fact I've been on for like that long and haven't had like, that's my first time with a negative reaction. It's like, what are dudes doing to the point where women hate women? Because like I have a pretty like steady success, I would say. It's like it's decent on like dating apps. It's fine. it's normal. But like if you're like getting that much hatred, like I think there's something wrong with you, dude. There definitely has to be. Like there are bad women in the world, don't get me wrong, but like I don't know. It's just like weird cuz I get on Twitter a lot now and oh my god, it's like it's been like a cesspool, but now it's like gross. Like definitively gross. Just the most racist, most sexist people ever. And I think even now more so it's gotten to that point where it's just like I question if these people have talked to anyone offline, and it's like genuine like worry. I get genuine, I'm like, are these people that are just like around me, or are they just like inside lonely and just like don't know like how to talk to people. I guess that's just where we're at as society in a whole. We've lost that sense of community like everywhere. It's
The guy next to you on the train could either be the nicest person you met or a literal sociopath.
well, that's the thing. I think that's that mindset that like the person next to you. I feel like at the end of the day, like we're all pretty normal. It's just like I don't get how they get to that point, or because like it's a process. They don't wake up being the most racist person ever. You know,
Their upbringing, their
at some
environment.
point, yeah, and like not. I don't think that many people. I think it's like unrestricted internet. I think that's an issue. I'm
Chronically
glad-
online.
No, looking back, I was like, I wasn't like pissed at my parents, but I was like, dude, let me get a phone, please, for the love of God. And like, I think I had like an iPod in middle school, and like not until like high school I got a phone. Like now looking back, I'm like, I really appreciate that because I'm still like online and the internet, but like I learned how to be a person first. You need to learn how to be. You need to like take a test before you can get a internet access.
And that's why the upcoming generation is very frightening.
You need to have like some sense of who you are before you get on the internet. And yeah, I think it's very worrisome that like so many of these things have like unrestricted access like very early. And like it's at some point it's like, yeah, no, they need to have, there needs to be like some type of, you need to be able to use your phone and computer. you need to have some kind of like understanding, but it's like very easy to understand the inner workings. Everyone can scroll. It's the easiest thing you can do, and that's the issue. It's like what you do once you get on the internet, because you should be shot in the head.
Do it. Do it then.
Everyone, all 4 people watching this want you dead. Me, you, and the 2 people that we'll never meet in real life.
Leave a comment below if you want Harrison shot dead.
Leave a comment below. I'm gonna comment on this one now. But it's just, yeah, it's sad. We need to have. I'm all for having just classes on like what to do on the internet, how to not get scammed. We could shoot 2 birds with one stone. Let's get a bunch of old people on this too. There needs to be, yeah.
Bunch of like preteens and elderly folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like there's the whole thing about how since they just removed a bunch of computer literacy classes in like primary school, now people don't know how to use a desktop computer because they're so used to just iPads.
Yeah, no, it's exactly. We're making way too many shortcuts, and I feel like overall, I think just as a whole societal, we've all kind of tried to wash our hands of any responsibility of each other. And I feel like that's a bad thing, because we, as a whole, just like, I'm not responsible for that. I'm not responsible for that. And like, there's a bunch.
Well, like that's the. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's a lot of like therapy speak to where like, I don't owe you anything, or I don't know. You owe everyone everything. Like the reason like you're still alive as a person is not just because of you. It's because of the people that you've surrounded yourself with and like
Mm-hmm.
the love you've received. It's not just like you being strong as an individual. It's never the individual. It's the society as a whole. But we've all just kind of like, it's not my problem to teach my kid how to have sex. And then we've just kind of stumbled into it's not my problem to teach my kid how to be a normal person.
Well, if anything, then it factors into like all the old folks who are like, I'm not gonna be alive in a couple of years. Why should I care about the world like once I'm gone?
No, yeah, it's just it's a lack of overall responsibility. I take a lot of I try to with like with people. That's why I don't try to like push away people for the most part. I get like not talking to people, but like there is some success in social isolation, I think. Where it's like, okay, like just like if we've already tried with you, that's another thing too. Social isolation just doesn't work anymore because you could just find someone who will agree with you. You're like, it's more cool people need to be better at social isolation. Ooh, beer got me bubbly. But my bubbly little stomach. But yeah, it just doesn't work as well because like, okay, I'll just find other cool people. But no, we need Timothy Chalamet to only hang out with like 2 people, and it needs to be like the coolest people on earth. So he's like, sorry, I don't hang out with chumps like you. And everyone's like, well, fuck, I gotta be cool like him. Like, what is he like? And just do exactly that. Who's the coolest person? That's another thing. Coolness has been like, we need to stop being happy with being ourselves. That's what
We're
we
too
need to
comfortable.
do. Yeah, we're too comfortable with being ourselves. We need to.
Bullying needs to come back.
Bullying needs to come back 100%.
We need to mandate conformity.
Yeah, no more individualism.
Everybody has to wear the dictator's haircut. Nobody can wear long-sleeved shirts. All girls must wear skirts.
No, not in that sense. In the sense that like we nominate, I don't know, like Tony Hawk, and we all have to do as he does. He's like our Simon Says.
We all aspire to be like Henry Winkler in Happy Days.
Yeah, exactly. We all have to do as he does until we can figure this shit out. And I feel like that's the ideal world. We just all need to replicate just one cool guy, and then just like go from there, figure it out.
Coolest dudes in history.
Stop having your own individual thought. Just join everyone. Like, it's not your own individual quirks, strengths, and weaknesses that make up the community. No, it needs to be one guy, and that one guy only. I volunteer myself because I don't want to change. But yeah, let's see who should we all aspire. Let's see. I guess Ryan Gosling. No, Ryan Gosling has too many personalities. Not personalities, but I'm thinking
Gosling is the villain in Split.
Multiple personalities disorder.
maybe, yeah, I think Ryan Gosling as a person. I think if we all try to be more like him as an individual, I feel like we could be a better society.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, probably another one.
Who's someone as a society, if we were all him, that person, we would go, like, we'd be able to progress.
I mean, the obvious answer is Mr. Rogers.
No, because is he, like, smart enough to, like...
He was pretty smart, yeah.
Do you have a PhD?
I don't know for sure, but it's entirely possible.
Mr.
Like-
Bean.
Guys, who's the best person on Earth?
Wait, I came up with a list
Like,
with this one time.
But, like, they have to be, like, skilled, so it can't be, like, Tony Hawk, because, like, Tony Hawk is cool, and, like, a society of
he's
Tony
more
Hawks,
of a vibes guy.
he's a vibes guy, but, like, what if we need to go to the moon? What if we need to progress as a society, like, as an industry, or, like, a, you know,
We all be Stanley
meeting new
Tucci.
innovative ways to, like, provide food, you know, setting up infrastructure. Who's, like, the most well-rounded person? That would be...
You know, this whole problem, this whole issue with having just one person being everybody, there's a pretty easy solution here that you're not seeing. Have multiple people like how it is in real life.
No. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's too hard. I don't like I'm trying to find the easy way out. This conversation is the equivalent of like in football. They're like, what player would you have playing every single position on the football field? Like, oh, you got to find the most well-rounded. I'm trying to find that, but like for society as a whole. And I don't think that's a person in the public eye. I feel like this person doesn't crave the public eye, but he's in the public eye.
I was gonna say he's never reached the public eye.
No, not like. Maybe they're like a local celebrity, or like maybe something they did was like pretty like well known. I think that's what I'm thinking.
They built a library.
No. Maybe a teacher. Maybe some type of teacher. Oppenheimer is too much of a coward.
Speaking of teachers, Mr. Rogers.
Fuck, it might be Mr. Rogers. I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe. I feel like I could do it. Just give me a couple of years to be great. I just, like, I gotta look at, like, different dimension me and be like, well, what if I try to go into, like, astrophysics? Would I fail miserably? I don't fucking know. Well, I need to find a universe where, like, I actually really liked physics class and I didn't hate it. I gotta find that universe. And then maybe, just maybe.
John, here's a thought. What if like every person on Earth is just you from an alternate universe where you were born at a different time from a different person into a different body?
I think that would be a pretty bad world.
I was just gonna say that.
I don't-
Insufferable.
Well, I mean, because of the circumstances
mean.
of your birth,
That's
then
mean.
you'd be acting
Dickhead.
differently.
Dickhead. I'm the only one allowed to critique myself. All right. But no, I guess, yeah, from different parts of yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
was-
so then we just circle right back around to, hey, multiple people exist.
Yeah, no, we always, the same.
Hey.
We always end up in the same fucking place. I guess so, yeah. No, we need a society full of, I don't know. Let's get rid of society. Let's just,
Society's done for.
yeah, no, everything's bad. Everyone sucks deep down. They don't want to be a better person. They just want to feel like a better person. Yeah, let's just like nuke it all. Let's like nuke it all and like leave like 5 people alive. Who's your top 5 people you'd leave alive? in nuclear.
Side note, John, you remember what movie we were watching last night?
Yes.
The
Oh,
Kingsman
that happened.
movie? Yeah.
That's the plot.
You are literally Samuel L. Jackson in Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Oh wow, I'm gonna get shot in the chest then soon.
You didn't get shot in the chest. You got stabbed.
Who would be? Who was his 5 people?
I mean, it wasn't literally 5 people. It was like a bunch of important people.
Like, the whole thing was he's like supposed to be like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He's Elon Musk, and he's what are the important people?
And it's like a bunch of foreign dignitaries and like celebrities and whatnot, and then they all get their heads exploded.
No,
Taylor
there'd
Swift
be
would be there. I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
no. In my ideal world, it would just be the people I like. It would just be people that I think make good art. I think David Lynch is too old. I don't want to waste a spot on him. Jordan Peele, maybe. I think he's got some good years left.
John, if you're getting 5 people to survive the apocalypse, you're gonna need to make sure that there's at least enough to like stop there from being a genetic bottleneck. Plus, like you're not gonna
Yeah.
get art because all the art supplies have to be made somewhere, so somebody's got to get on that. So like
Yeah.
you got to have one person to make all the art supplies, one person to paint it, one person to like put it up on the internet so that you can see it, and then what do you know? We're just right back around to having multiple people in the world.
Yeah, exactly. But no, what if I restarted in my image? That's what
It would collapse very quickly.
says you. That's all that you're saying. You don't see my vision as a leader. That's the issue here.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Exactly. Me as a leader is very different than whatever we're fucking doing right now. If you put me in charge and we restart, maybe we get somewhere. Let's just think about it, guys.
Last a couple days.
This is all just hearsay. You haven't even heard my plan. That's your issue.
John, have you heard of the keys to power?
No.
It's an idea that like that's been demonstrated in real life, that in order to be a leader you have to have like other people that are your keys to power, and the real power like from any person that's a leader comes from those keys to power. So you got to have like the
I
money
understand
people
that.
and you got to have the like you gotta have the money people, the war people, the fucking
I
love
get
people or
I get
whatever.
that as a concept.
And
I
the
don't
thing is, like, like if we didn't change anything, but we all put you in charge, you'd come to find out pretty quickly that you don't really have a say over what happens.
but I feel like I could put the right people in charge of those things.
See, but the thing is, like, then they're gonna have power, and there's gonna be a cascading amount of power going beneath that, and things change from like the bottom up.
Pyramid almost.
Yeah.
It's a big pyramid, but if I put that pyramid together, my pyramid scheme is better than all the other pyramid schemes. I'll put it that way.
Because you have a little bit of swag.
No, because I'm a brown boy with a lot of heart. Put Greta Gerwig in charge of all the art. That's what I do. Yeah, all right. She's in charge of art. I'll let her do her thing. I'd let her cook. Who else? Yeah, you guys are being too logical about this. Way too logical. I don't like it.
Sorry.
Just let me live in my own little world right now, where I'm putting Barack Obama in charge of like public speaking. Actually, no, I'll put Greta Gerwig and Donald Trump. Donald Trump gets to be in charge of stand-up comedy as an art. That's all he gets to take charge of, though. He gets to build it from the ground up in his own image. He gets to do reality television and stand-up comedy. I feel like he would be the most insane person. But we also get to lock him in the cage whenever we feel like it, because he has to be punished just for being alive. Yeah, you guys are way too logical. I don't know. You killed me having fun. You killed me having.
Sorry, I just can't help but
Fucking-
think of this whole thing with Trump being in charge of stand-up and everything. The whole Syrian's chimp, like you give a monkey a pen, but he only draws the bars of its cage.
Yeah, but he won't have like full power. We'll still have like, the people on. Okay, yeah, no, we need people to be alive for him to be. God damn it.
You're seeing the point now, John.
All right, then we'll all be the
Checkmate.
society. Our Adam and Eve will be, I don't know, like Ryan Gosling, and
Margot Robbie.
sure, yeah, we'll all be descendants from them.
Just Barbie.
Yeah, our whole world will just be Barbie world. See, there we go. At the end of the day, ideal world is Barbie world. Greta Girl will be in charge. See, we figured it all out.
It's come full circle.
And then we'll have a little problematic corner with like Donald Trump and like just like
to remember the old times.
no, it'll just be a way for the Kens to like cool off. You know how like instead of like taking over Barbie Land, they just go to like the little Ken corner with Donald Trump and be like, "You're all very gay," and they're like, "All right, I'm done with this," and just go back to the real world. That's what they need to do. They'll like let loose some steam, like the edgy. They'll be like, "You'll have very small penises," and they're like, "Ah, that's funny," and then just leave. Yeah, there we go. All right, I made perfect society. Fuck you guys and your keys to power. Key this. Stick all those keys in your fucking ass. How about that, you dickheads? I win. At the end of the day, John 2 wins again with facts and logic. How the fuck did we get to that? How the fuck did we get to any of that? What were
Yeah,
the-
we did really have a pretty big rabbit hole with that because I'm having trouble recalling where we started with that.
Oh, the Tinder girl. The best riff of all time.
You know what? You should just send her a message right now and be like, "Thank you."
I did. I said-
needed that.
No, I literally told her after she said that, like, after she was like, this is probably gonna humble you. I said, what did I say? I said, no, not really, but I appreciate the honesty. I'm like, that's it. Like, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to be like violently angry towards you? It's like, no. It's like, okay, I'm happy where I'm at life. I don't. If you want me to be angry with you, like sure, I don't know.
There's a lot more easier ways to do that. Like you can just shoot my family in the head. That'll get the job done.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I can hate you that way. It's just I don't know. It was a weird interaction that like it just didn't need to happen. It just really didn't. Like we're never gonna see each other in real life.
But
I'm never gonna.
It's made you think.
Nothing I've ever done. It did make me think just because it was like my only negative interaction, which also made me feel good about myself that was the only negative interaction and I didn't really do anything to cause it, which is except being a man. Actually, no, that caused it. Fuck. I wish I could take it back. I really wish I could.
Just send another message being like, hey, I know I'm a man. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry for being a man. I'm sorry for the thing between my legs, straight up. But let's see. How many more minutes do we have?
Sorry that the thing between my legs is straight up.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, women.
That's good. That's fucking good. See, now you're back to riffing instead of your fucking logic. All right, how much time do we
We
have?
got about like 4 minutes, I think.
4 minutes. I got a couple of things that I could have. There's a video of a teacher like breaking up a fight, and then one of the kids he's holding the kid like on a locker, and the other kid's like, "What are you doing?" And then he starts like trying to fight the kid with the teacher in the way, and the teacher turns around and starts fighting the kid. First of all, you should like never do that. And there's too many people on like older men. They're just like good. They just want to beat the shit out of a child for no reason whatsoever. And like going through those, I was like, yeah, I know these comments suck. Like, I don't think I would have done it. I would have everyone in the background like couldn't help. I mean, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, if I was in that situation, I probably would have helped out. And then I realized it was just the high school I went to. I definitely know that teacher somehow. I think I might have met him actually. But no, I don't know. It's insane how many like grown men are just like, they want to find a reason to fight a child. It's like, that's not your point. It's a child. That goes back to there being no responsibility in like anything. They see it as like an individual thing and just like, I don't know. What were we gonna say?
Yeah, it's like the whole thing of when Greta Thunberg was like speaking out against climate change, and all the obnoxious old men are like, "Oh, like you're not old enough to have an opinion on climate change or whatever. Why can't I have sex with you?"
Yeah, no, it's bad. Dudes suck. That's why I didn't mind getting that negative message. I was like, yeah, no,
I see where you're coming from.
I deserve this. I didn't do anything, but like I probably deserved it at some point in my life. So the fact that you said it was good enough. But yeah, I thought it was just funny that it was at the high school I went to. People said it looked like Elmore High School from Gumball. Do you know? I'll show you. Just to get let's see, a little glimpse. See if you see it. Let's see, it's somewhere here. I don't know where, but let's talk about something else while we wait.
We also got just over a minute.
Let's see. But yeah, but I want. Fuck, I gotta find this.
You got 30 seconds.
Teacher fighting student. Teacher fighting student. Teacher fighting student. While you're waiting for me to pull this up, like and subscribe. Teacher fighting student.
Seconds.
Come on. Oh, here we go. Does it look like Elmore High School?
We did it.
I guess. I don't know. It looks like a school.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, that was just my high school.